everyone, and welcome from St. Bartholomew's yoga class. I welcome you all today. I'm here, my name's Dixie, and I'm here with my friend and my husband, Fred, and my other friend, Erin Porter, who's helping us with the Zoom today. So I welcome you all in. I don't know if all of you realize this, but today is National Day of Prayer. I didn't realize it until I was scrolling through Facebook this morning. So I'd like to open with a prayer that one of my friends posted. Dear God, we pray for your healing across this land. We have been succumbed by something out of our control. Today we pray for your perfect peace, your love and grace, your healing and mercy to cover us all the days of our lives. Amen. And today, as you have time, remember to pray for America on this National Day of Prayer. Right. So as last week, I welcomed you and opened up with reading the lyrics to a song that was speaking to me, and it happened again this week. The song that came to me was by Jack Johnson, and it's Better Together. And that's how I feel about our time apart. This is wonderful that we're able to reach out to you and do the Zoom class, but it sure is better when we're all together here at St. Bartholomew's for our yoga class. And I also found a reading from Ephesians. Make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace. And that's Ephesians chapter 4, verse 3. So I'm just going to read you just a few of the lyrics from Better Together by Jack Johnson. There is no combination of words I could put on the back of a postcard. No song that I could sing, but I can try for your heart. Our dreams, and they are made out of real things, like a shoebox of photographs with sepia tone loving. Love is the answer, at least for most of the questions in my heart. Like, why are we here and where do we go? And how come it's so hard? It's not always easy, and sometimes life can be deceiving. I'll tell you one thing, it's always better when we're together. It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we look at the stars when we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yes, it's always better when we're together. But we are together, just not in the same way. Lots of changes, lots of ways of learning new ways to do things and to share this unity through Christ. So once again, I welcome you. Last week, I asked you to submit any drawings or photographs about the rainbow, and I did get a few, and the winner was Mary Gilbreath. So I thank all of you for contributing to that. Today, our theme is going to be an island in the sun, a tropical island yoga session. So once again, I'm going to ask you to do a little bit of artwork, send me a photograph, send me a tropical dessert or a beverage, a picture of one, to the email address that Erin's going to hold up. And if you could do it by Friday at 5 o'clock, then Ruth will send me the list and the pictures. We'll put the names in a bowl and pull out the winner just like we did last Friday. So I ask you to please give it a try. It's fun. So thank you for that. All right, so we'll get started with our yoga practice this morning. And we're going to start right here where we are, in your chair or sitting on your mat, wherever you're most comfortable. And once again, last week I told you about God made our eyes to take in all the nature and to be busy looking around outside, but we spend the majority of our time looking at screens, looking at books, and not being outside as much as we should. So a way to rest your eyes and refresh them is just to gently close them. So I'm going to ask you to do that right now. If you're comfortable with closing your eyes, just close your eyes gentle. And while those eyes are closing, imagine that you're on a vacation getaway. A lot of people's vacations have been postponed or canceled, or you're having a staycation instead. But right now, your eyes are resting and you're imagining a vacation getaway on an island in the sun. Imagine that you're watching the sunrise, that you can feel the ocean breeze, that you can smell the air. You can hear the sound of the water, the birds, and you can feel the sand with your fingers and your toes. You can feel that sun shining on you. Just take a moment. Let your eyes gently come open. And at that time, with keeping your mind and giving yourself permission to start this yoga practice, to relax and to go through the positions and the practice of yoga, I want you to think about your breathing, to be mindful about your breathing, just the way you're breathing right now, without any prompting. Observe the way you are breathing. Is it shallow? Is it short? Is it full? Is it a deep breath? Simply put your attention on your natural breath and notice the pause that your breath takes. Now I'm going to ask you to put one of your hands on your heart and put your other hand on your belly. Once again, still focusing on your breathing into your chest. Feel as you inhale. And as you exhale, imagine sending loving energy to this heart space in your chest. We're going to inhale together for a count of 3. If you're comfortable for holding it for 3, please do, and then exhale for 3. So here we go. Inhale through your nose. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale through your mouth and let your chin come down. 1, 2, 3. Again, inhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold and exhale. 1, 2, 3. Continue on your own for 5 more cycles of that breath. When you're ready, come to stillness again. We're going to do one more breathing exercise together. This one is more of an energizing breath, and we're going to be breathing in and out of our nose. So we're going to inhale for a count of 4, and then exhale out through our nose for a count of 4. And we're going to do 7 sessions of that too. So when you're ready, inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let yourself do 5 more cycles of that. And when you're ready, in the same seat, we're going to do a seated breathing with a twist. I'm going to be right here. So you're seated. On inhalation, lift your arms up overhead. Hands come together. On exhale, arms come out. Twist to the right. Inhale. Arms come up, back to center. Exhale. Arms come out to the side. To your right. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale. Back to center. Practice again. Our breathing should be all warmed up now. Let's just do a little work on our shoulders. So we're going to ask you to move your shoulders forward. And your back. And you go ahead to the tilt to the right. It doesn't have to go all the way over. Don't strain into it. Head to the center. Head to the left. Back to center. Head to the left. And head to the right. And now the next head to the right. Center. If you're not over at your mat yet, you can go over to your mat and I'll meet you there. We're going to start with some sun salutations this morning. So if you want to stand up, either on your mat or in front of your mat, and we're going to start by bringing your arms out to the side. Think of it as maybe being in the shape of the letter T. Arms come up to a line, hands come together. Remember to breathe in and out. Arms back out to the Y shape, down to the T, and down by your side. Up. This time we're going to go forward fold into it. So we want to go up to the left. We want to go up to the Y. We're going to do hands together. As we come up to the Y, we're going to start to forward fold, and our hands will be hanging down. So we can back up. Letter T. Letter Y. Stay. Letter down. So we'll hold. You are going to tomorrow is probably a while. We're going to take a walk on the beach. And we've done this once before when we had our regular class meetings here at Bartholomew. Is to walk with intention. And to walk with intention means that you go slowly and you feel the ground, the floor, the sand, the beach underneath your feet. So you may or may not have a lot of room to walk on in your personal space area. But what I'm going to ask you to do is just take some intentional steps where the foot comes down and you follow through the whole way. I'll walk behind her so you can see me better. Intentional, slow steps. Slow walking with intention. And you'll notice that when you do that, be sure to use a lot more muscles in your legs and your feet than your normal pattern of walking. So wherever you are, do one more path of the intentional walking. And I'll meet you back on your mat. So we've been to the beach. Now we're going to look at some palm trees. And some of my students have said that it's easy for them to do their tree off of the mat. I'm going to stay on the mat so you can see me a little better. So when you want to do a tree pose, you want to have, it's called your drishti, or your focus on a certain area, and you want to hold that focus. That makes this whole pose easier. So we're going to start with grounding into that right foot. Make sure that right foot is feeling the ground underneath it and that you're strong, that you're standing nice and tall. Belly button is pulled in. You want to either just kickstand your ankle here. You can put it here on your calf. But remember to keep your focus. And if you're able to, you can take your hand and put your foot up until your thigh and hold it there. So you have your focus and you're holding just like this. And you're comfortable, that's great. That's good enough. If you want to be the palm tree, spread your fingers and let your arms go out like a palm tree would. Hold your focus. Everyone's doing great. Wonderful. Now here we go. I feel a breeze coming. Anybody else feel a breeze coming? That ocean breeze. Make your palm tree leaves sway a little bit. Swaying palm trees. And when you're ready, hands come together. And prepare to do your palm tree on your other foot. So ground into your left foot. Right foot can come over and just kickstand the ankle. It can come up to your calf. Find your focal point. If you're able to pull your leg up farther, that's fine. Just don't let it rest on your knee. Hands come together, keeping your focus. When you're ready, your leaves can come out, be a palm tree. Keep them strong. And if you're able to do the swaying palms, good for you. Feel that ocean breeze. And when you're ready, hands to heart and back to you. Let's do a forward fold and just stretch out a little bit. Hold ragdoll arms. Shake your head no. Shake your head yes. And slowly come back. Since we're standing up here, we're going to do our starfish pose. So what you do is you put the feet at the distance apart and arms come out to the side. And ta-ta, you're a starfish. So being a starfish, you're standing here like this. You're engaging your core, pulling your belly button in. Posture's good, head's tall. And we're going to do some arm circles in this position. So do 10 in each direction, starting to count now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And give your arms a good shake. And we're going to put our arms up by the side again. We're going to do some starfish hugs. So across, notice which arm you have going across. Take the time to give yourself a good hug. Open up, arms come out, other arm comes on top. Let's do it 4 more times. That's 2. 3. And 4. Okay. Arms out to the side again. Let's give them just a little shake down. You should be starting to warm up now. I know I'm feeling a little warmed up. Arms are feeling good. So we're going to put our arms out to the side again. We are still starfish, but we are going to tilt it to our left. Arm goes up, gaze follows the arm, doing a nice stretch. And then let yourself come back down. Other direction, left arm goes up. Follow that arm's gaze. And back down. And we're going to do 4 more on each side. So. This should be your last one, I think. Okay. While we're in this position, we're going to spread our feet just a little bit wider, and we're going to put our arms up in the goddess arms. We're going to do a little turn like this, too. To the left, and hold, breathing in and out, remembering to breathe. Returning to the center, and over to the left. And returning, and to the left. Return. And 2 more on each side. And we meet again in the center. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a bend to the right and extend that one goddess arm up and over, keeping the other one straight. And then back over to the goddess arms and over this way. And once again, give your arms a shake out. We're also going to bend at the waist to our forward fold. Hands touching your mat, or if they can't touch the mat, if you have a block, you can put the block there and touch there. Walk your hands over to your right foot and hold for a breath. And then walk them over to the center. We're going to go to the left. Hold for a breath. And back to the center. And pull up. Slowly pull up. Okay, good job, everybody. What's that, Fred? You're ready to go fishing? Who's ready for surf fishing? Erin? Erin's got her rod ready. Okay, we're going to be in mountain pose, feet hip distance apart, standing tall. Get your fishing rod ready. We're going to do that by lacing all our fingers except our index fingers and our thumbs. So we're going to start in a high mountain position. We're going to ease back a little bit into a back bend. And we're going to cast that line across the ceiling, back down into the end of the sky, and splash into the ocean down deep and take it in between our feet. And rest there just for a breath. And slowly and intentionally bring it back up again. Up across the spine, back to a back bend, as far as you're comfortable. And then returning to center. This time we're going to cast over to our right, casting as comfortable as we can. And back up. And then cast over to the left. Hands open, palms together. Bring them down to heart center. Good job, everyone. Fred's got 3 fish, and Erin found a jellyfish. So, thanks for going fishing with me. Okay, we're going to get down to the mat now. So, let's turn to the short side of your mat. We're going to do a forward fold. Hands down to downward dog. Kind of press out your feet there. Get them ready. And if you need to get your hips moved down, we call this the groovy move. You can do that if you need to. Just get yourself going. And then down to tabletop position. We're going to do some cat-cows. And I'd like you to think of when we're doing the cat-cows as breathing in like the tides of the ocean. Breathing in, breathe out. The cat arches up. And breathing out. So we're going to start down here, cat-cow position. You have your hands spread wide like starfish hands. You want to press into all your fingers, not just your wrists. Your arms are stacked. Shoulders over elbows, down to the wrist, everything's stacked. Knees are about hip distance apart. And if you look there, you should not be able to see your toes. So we're going to inhale high, and you have gaze looks up. We're going to exhale cat, pull our belly button in and arch our back. It goes up. So inhale, look at that side, go down. Exhale. And continue on your own for a few more breaths, or 5 more breaths. Getting a really good stretching on it. Imagine you seeing and hearing that water going in and out. Moving together a tabletop, and we're going to move on to our spinal balance. Spinal balance, right foot goes out, the foot is flexed like you're pushing a door shut. Left hand reaches out. Gaze looks out over. Breathing in and out, engaging your core. Come back in. Left foot goes out behind you, foot is flexed. Right hand comes up. And one more in each side. So, right foot goes out, left hand goes out. And back. Left foot goes out, keeping it flexed. Right hand. Now we're going to do, it's crunch time. So you really want to engage your core, pull that belly button back in, and you want to meet your right knee with your left elbow. So pull your right knee in, touch your left elbow. Pull your left knee in, right elbow. So we'll do 3 on each side. I'm starting now. That was just your practice one. So 1, 2, 3. Good. Now we're going to do our modified side plank. So from tabletop position, you just want to kick stand your right foot out, and you want to reach up toward the sun with that right arm. Gaze looks up and follows that hand. Breathing in and out. And returning to tabletop. We're going to do the other side. This time, left leg extends in the kickstand, opening that left side up. This is a good chest opener. Reaching for the sun. That energy you were breathing into your heart space, we're using it now. And back down. From here, we're going to do a child's pose. So let feet come together, knees come apart, and into a child's pose. Whichever most comfortable for you. You can put your head on your hands. You can extend your hands. But just take a moment, breathing in and out. And in that child's pose, walk your hands over to the right corner of your mat. Do a stretch there with the child's pose. Breathing in and out. Stretch those arms. And let yourself walk back to the center. And then over to your left for a stretch. And back to center. From here, we're going to come back to tabletop, and we're going to prepare for tiger pose. We've been doing tiger and keeping up our skills here. So for tiger pose, you want to, we'll start with our left leg going up. The right arm comes around. The top of the foot goes into the hand, and you pull it up. So tiger pose. hold and breathe. The higher you can lift, that is the goal, to lift it high. And then release and back down. Let's give ourselves just a moment, child pose in between. And back into tabletop. This time, right leg goes up. Left arm comes around so you can reach. When you have it, pull it up. Good job, everybody. Stretch it out. One more child's pose. Just a moment. And then we're going to just do a turnover. So you're sitting on the mat. And let yourself lie back for just a moment. And stretch out your feet and do a nice long stretch. If it feels good to pull your knees in, please do. Maybe do a windshield wiper from side to side. When we count ourselves with our knees up, you can put your arms out by the side and let your knees fall over to the right side and your gaze to the left. And then return to center again. This time, legs go to the left, gaze goes to the right. Knees come to the mat again. If you need to do a knees in, just to get a better stretch, please do. So we're going to come into a reclined pigeon. So you want to have your soles, your knees bent, and the soles of your feet on the mat. Right foot comes up and comes across on your knee. If you're comfortable with that, that's good enough. You'll get a nice little stretch on your right side. If you'd like to, you can put your hands up through the space and hands behind the left thigh and pull in gently for a deeper stretch, remembering to breathe in and out. Okay, back down to the mat. We're going to switch sides. This time, left foot comes up, ankle comes to the knee. Once again, if you're comfortable with that, you can just let it recline like that. But the reclined pigeon is to lift and hold behind the thigh. Breathing in and out. As you exhale, maybe you can pull your knee closer to your chest. And allow that leg to come back down. Once again, if you need to do a windshield wiper, please do. There's lots of bridges on tropical islands to connect places. So next coming position is the bridge. So you want to walk your feet toward your fingertips. Just like this. And when you're ready, imagine that your hips are being pulled up by a string from this side, pulling you up. If you want to get a deeper or a higher arch in your bridge, if you put your shoulder blades together, that lifts you up a little higher. And feel the stretch in your quads. Remembering to breathe in and out. You can let yourself go back down. But we're going to do another bridge, so give yourself just a moment. And when you're ready, walk those feet toward the fingertips you go. Engage your core to help hold you up as well. If you want to, you can clasp the hands together to do a bound angle bridge. And back down. Okay. Fred's going to demonstrate how to do the boat pose. So if you come on over, Fred, I'll give you the map.
Rock back.
So back just a little bit.
Go back just a little bit.
And keep your core.
And hold.
Just hold this. And down.
You're basically when you're doing that, so it's rocking motion, the outstretch.
And once again, if you are not able to do the whole pose, you can do part of it. Even if you're just sitting here like this, that's engaging your core. If you can put one foot out, that's wonderful. You can do them both, awesome. But remembering to let yourself go back and engaging your core is how to make this work. So thank you, Fred. From that boat, we're gonna come back to tabletop. Give yourself a little flag of the dog before we come to down dog. Tuck your toes and let your toes come up. Let yourself walk forward. Let your arms hang. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. And slowly come up. All right. We're going to do some beach chair poses. So to do chair, you just stand with feet about hip distance apart, and you just let your tailbone go back, knees bend, arms go up. And we're back up. And sit down again. And back up. We'll do 3 more. Well, we wouldn't be on a tropical island without warriors and surfers. So we need to move along here. We'll get our warriors in, and then we'll do a little cool down and then savasana. So let's start with right foot forward, pointing to the short end of our mat. Left foot comes back, pointed out at an angle like this. Hips are forward, hands on hips, hands to heart center. If you're ready, arms go up, gaze goes up. Hands come to heart center. Hands on waist. Okay, for warrior 2, your left foot goes back, so it's at the short, parallel to the short end of the mat. The right foot faces forward. This is Fred's favorite. Fred, come up here and show me your surfer beside me. So you're standing like this on your surfboard, and you want to just let your arms go up easy. Don't let your knees go over your toes. Hold it just like that. Feel those waves. Good job. Now we're going to let the left hand come back, touch our thigh. Right hand, thumb pivots up. Gaze looks up over that right thumb. Arms come back down. Palms go up. Palms go down. Let's take a step forward. And we will turn to the other side of the mat then. Right foot comes up, points ahead, left foot comes back to get ready for warrior one. Right knee is bent. Keep your knee behind your toes. Hips are pointed forwards, hands on hips. Hands to heart center, arms go up. Good job. Hands to heart center, hands on hips. Okay, we want to turn that left foot so it's parallel with the short of the mat. Here comes Surfer Fred again. He's got his arms ready, coming up nice and easy. Catching those waves. Let that left hand come back. Right thumb turns up. And let's refocus on that side. Hips are out. Arms go up. And we take a step back. Good job, everyone. Okay, so we're going to open up here to a wide-legged forward fold. Once again, we're going to come down. We're going to walk over to the right. If you can, left arm goes up and gaze follows the left arm. Every turn that thing down. Fingers walk to center. Walk them up to the left side. Right arm goes up, gaze follows right. And then next. Slowly forward. And we're going to turn, come back down to the mat. We're going to come to plank position. So let yourself just hands to the mat. Feet go back. Put your soft body come forward and engage your core into plank position. And then let yourself come down. That's it. We can call this a body surfer as you push up for cobra. And if you want, hands out in front. And we're going to come back to a child's pose. And then from child's pose, we're going to get back down on the mat and prepare for Savasana. While you're down on the mat, we're going to do our knees again. So pull your knees in, arms out to the side, legs to the left, gaze to the right. And you can return to the center. Gaze to the right, gaze to the left. If you want, you can do like we did and darken your room. Get yourself a blanket or a pillow and give yourself permission to rest in these final moments of Savasana. While you're getting yourself comfortable, do a body scan. Is there anything that's tight that needs your attention? You need to move your head a little. Is your jaw tight? Is it relaxed? How about closing those eyes if you're comfortable with that and let them rest? Open up a little. shoulders, arms. You need to realign your spine, hips, knees, ankles. And then within, really give yourself permission to rest. And listen to the words from Isaiah chapter 42, verses 10 through 12. Sing to the Lord a new song. Sing his praise from the end of the earth. You who go down to the sea, and all is in it. You islands, and those who dwell on them. Let the wilderness and its cities lift up their voices. The settlements where Kedar inhabits. Let the inhabitants of Selah sing aloud. Let them shout for joy from the tops of the mountains. Let them give glory to the Lord and declare his praise in the coastlands. And also from Isaiah chapter 24, verse 15. Therefore, glorify the Lord in the east, the name of the Lord, the God of Israel, and the coastlands of the sea. You are children of God. You are the ocean, always ebbing and flowing, easily affected by the moon and the weather, but also immense and deep, resilient and powerful, bounding with life. From Psalm 46, verse 10. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. remembering that your children are gone, are like the ocean, always ebbing and flowing, easily affected by the moon and the weather, and the and drowning with life. Let yourself become aware of your surroundings again, and let our little motions take place. Maybe by opening and closing your eyes 3 times, gently, moving your head and neck a little. Maybe you do with fingers and wrists. Maybe shifting your hips a little. Maybe your ankles. And when you're ready, you can turn over to which side is most comfortable for you in the position of a dreaming child. When you feel ready, you can come up to the easy seated position. Taking that inhalation in for a count of 3. And exhale, count of 3, let the chin fall the chest. And together, we'll take the next breath together. 1, 2, 3, inhalation. Arms go up, hands meet together, hands to heart center. And together, I ask you to stay the course, stand your ground, and let your peace be still. In your name we pray. Amen. And thank you today for joining us for the Tropical Island yoga. And remember to send your picture or your drawing or whatever means Tropical Island to you to the website, and I'll let you know next week who the winner was, and I'll contact that person as well. So thank you. See you next week. Bye-bye. Thanks, Erin and Fred.